Well, you asked for it and you got it. In today's episode, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 best Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances. So stay tuned if you want to know which ones made the list. Cue that intro. Good morning, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. So I threw up a poll on the community tab yesterday, and let you, the fragrance family, pick which ranked list you wanted to know the most about. And Aaron Terence Hughes won. It was a close race. It was a close race between Aaron Terence Hughes, Homage, and Happyland Studios. But don't worry, for those of you who picked any of the rest of the choices, I will be doing my rank list with those as well in the upcoming weeks. But today we're here to talk about Aaron Terence Hughes and which ones are my top 10. Shout out to the fragrance family. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for the continued love and the support. If you're new to this channel, do me a favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me some comments. But now it is time to get into... Gah! Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online all day with babes. Whiffs and sniffs. This was not an easy task for me. Not whatsoever. Aaron Terence Hughes is one of my favorite houses, and his fragrances are incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. These are all beast mode. They're all long lasting, and they're freaking phenomenal fragrances. I do have 3 honorable mentions. 3. And the only reason being is because they're discontinued and I don't believe you can get them anymore. But coming in for my honorable mentions, first one is going to be Deviant. Deviant is an amazing leather fragrance, has this really nice cedar wood in it, it has a really nice raspberry note right up top. Think Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. It goes in a different direction, but leans kind of in that same vein. In my opinion, I like this better than Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. I think the leather that is in this is a little less medicinal, and I love the way that he uses vanilla in this, because he uses a vanilla absolute. So Deviant, that is my first honorable mention. Next one is ANUBIS. Now this was on Maxaroma for like $80, so I picked it up. ANUBIS, I wish was still in the lineup. ANUBIS is a fresh, citrusy, spicy beaut. I mean, it is really good. I don't know too much about this. I just got it and I'm putting some wearing to it, but the one time that I have worn this, this is a stunner. Hopefully this will come back. And of course, this would actually be at my number 1 or 2 spot, and it's Smolder. Yeah, I mean, as we know, it's a tobacco fragrance. It's freaking gorgeous. If you did not get your hands on it, if you missed out on picking this up, hopefully they'll do another run. I can't promise you anything, but this is a phenomenal fragrance. Embery tobacco, beautiful frankincense. It's a banger. It's just, I mean, that's it. It's a banger. So now let's get into the list. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Tabac. Now I had to add a tobacco fragrance in here, and Tabac is a great tobacco fragrance. If you like tobacco fragrances, then this is definitely going to be in your wheelhouse. Tabac has a little bit of animalic qualities to it, but that's what I like about it. The tobacco in this is not kind of rich, but it's also a little dry and very realistic. Beautiful tobacco fragrance if you're looking for one that actually lasts. Tabac. It does, after it dries down, it does sit close to your skin, but it becomes a little bit more intimate. There's a nice sweetness flowing through it, but it's really focused around the tobacco. If you like tobacco fragrances, then I do recommend Tabac from Aaron Terence Hughes. It's great. Coming in at number 9 is Notorious. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Notorious was made for me. That's right. If you like boozy gourmands, this one right here. Beautiful rum that's flowing through it, but it also has cedar and patchouli, nice vanilla flowing through it, has a little bit of spiciness, but this is an awesome fragrance. If you're looking for something that is perfect for going out on dates, formal occasions, bringing out your Notorious side, that sexy side, check out Notorious. Coming in at number 8, we got Daddy. This actually made my top 5 list. Now it's dropped down to number 8 because I've acquired quite a few more bottles. So I love these little 10 mLs. Now Daddy, this is a fresh oud, but it is sexy. It's got a nice sweetness flowing through it. Definitely has some nice spices, but it's really based around a nice freshness with a nice warming quality, and the oud adds a nice woodiness to it. This is a very masculine Aaron Terence Hughes fragrance. It's sexy, it's fresh, it's inviting, perfect for cold weather. Perfect. but also could be worn in the warmer months. If you're looking for a great signature scent, something that's good for going out, hitting the town, something for evening times that brings out the beast in you, check out Daddy. As we're getting into the list, I want to know, what are some of your favorite Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances? Leave me a comment down below. If at any point during this episode you agree with my top 10, let me know. Coming in at number 7 is Forbidden. Forbidden is another gourmand. This has got this really silky, creamy chocolate. I mean, it reminds me of a Tootsie Roll. A really nice, sexy Tootsie Roll. You're like, I don't want to smell like a Tootsie Roll. Trust me, you want to smell like a Tootsie Roll because this is freaking awesome. So it has a chocolate orange, which is where you're getting that characteristic of a Tootsie Roll. It's a little bergamot just to kind of brighten things up, pop them off. It's got some Turkish Delight. It has a little bit of oud in it. It's fantastic. I believe that when Eve took the apple from Adam, it was laced with Forbidden. Yeah, that's right. It's that stinking good. It changed our entire world as we know it. So definitely, if you're looking for something that's great for going out, definitely great for cool weather, definitely check out Forbidden. Coming in at number 6, Boss Bastard. This definitely was on my top 5 list, but it has dropped down a spot. Sorry, I had to take a sip of coffee. It's early. But Boss Bastard. Now, this was all inspired by Leonardo DiCaprio's role in Wolf of Wall Street. And I can totally get it. This is a boss type of fragrance because it's smooth. It's got a nice tobacco in it. It's fresh up top, warms up. It reminds me of a CEO-worthy fragrance. Something that will help boost your confidence because it's not a challenging fragrance to wear, but it just smells like luxury. It smells of quality. It smells as if you are about to take over the world. It's such a good fragrance. Boss Bastard. I need to get my nose on Boss Bitch. Excuse my French. Actually, I don't care. Boss Bitch is definitely on my whiffs list because I see it popping up everywhere. I've heard amazing things, and I don't care if it's geared for the ladies. I want it. But right now, Boss Bastard's coming in at number 6 because this is a boss. Coming in at number 5. Number 5. What's it going to be? Well, it's going to be Onyx. You're like, wait, why is Onyx coming in at number 5? Because number 1, I think, is a better combination of a rose and oud. Onyx is a phenomenal rose oud combo. If you are looking at getting into like beginner's ouds, and I'm not saying that this is a great avenue, the 10 mLs is a good avenue because the bigger bottles I think are about $220, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. I don't know all the prices right off the top of my head. Onyx has this really nice smooth oud in it. A little bit woody quality, adds a nice sweetness, a little bit of a powdery aspect, but the rose is done phenomenally in this. If you don't like rose fragrances, well, don't worry because Onyx is not just a rose fragrance. There's a lot of masculine qualities to this. There's a little bit of sweetness flowing through it, but it's really based around that rose and oud. And the oud adds just enough filth to make you smelling freaking phenomenal. So coming in at number 5, Onyx. Coming in at number 4 is a freshie, and it's become one of my favorite freshies. Spring and summertime, this is a banger. And it's Haze. And this one's Haze Black, but there's also Haze Blue. You can't go wrong with either of them. They're fantastic. I'm definitely going to pick myself up full bottles of these once I run through these little 10 mLs. But Haze, let's say you like Dior Sauvage, or let's say you like Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, you like BDK Citrus Riviera. This right here, I would pick over any of those because it's citrusy, it's super long lasting. This is a head turner. In fact, all of these are head turners, by the way. This is completely inoffensive. It's got a little bit of spiciness, but it's a lot of bright citrus, lots of bright citrus. Man, it is gonna smell so good in my room after this. Oh, it's so good. If you like citrus heavy fragrances, if you like those freshies and you want a citrus fragrance where the citrus sticks around for ever, check out Haze Blue or Haze Black. Both are phenomenal. Now we're up to our top 3. Top 3. My 3rd spot. Can you guess what it's going to be? Drop me a comment down below. I'll give you a second. Okay. It's going to be Homme. Oh man, if you like Iris, right here. That's all I got to say. If you like Dior Homme, the original, and you like that powdery, makeup-y Iris, Homme. I would pick this over my Dior Homme bottles, my vintage bottles, because they're all vintage. It's hard to find them, and this one is readily available. Now, this is more expensive in the lineup because of the Aura's concrete that he created for this fragrance, and it shows. I'm wearing it today. In fact, I'm going to spray a little bit on right now. This is so good. Iris, a little bit of leathery qualities to it. It's beautiful. It's completely unisex, even though it's called Homme. This is a great office safe fragrance. Great signature scent. Definitely a head turner. This has garnered me quite a bit of attention ever since I started wearing it. Phenomenal fragrance. If you like Iris, if you're looking for Dior Homme and looking at paying stupid prices for Dior Homme vintage bottles, just do yourself a favor. Skip all that. Go with Aaron Terence Hughes Homme. I get really good longevity out of this. Then this is the weakest one. I get 8 hours out of this. So I guess you could say moderate longevity for Aaron Terence Hughes. It's fantastic. Coming in at number 2, it had to be here. And this is the new formulation of Patchouli Noir. I've always had the newer formulation. Patchouli Noir is one of my favorite patchouli fragrances. It's this rich, sweet, fruity patchouli. It's got a little bit of chocolatey nuances through it. It's got a nice sweetness. It's got some earthiness. It's got some greenness. It's fantastic. If you like patchouli, and you really like patchouli, then you are going to love Patchouli Noir. This is a very sexy patchouli. Now, if you are not a fan of patchouli, if you don't like the smell of patchouli, you might not like this because it is a predominant patchouli note. My best friend does not like patchouli, and he could smell this as soon as I walked through the door. I mean, hell, the mailman could smell me down the block because this is loud. But I told him, just give it some time. And over the course of the day, he's like, okay, never mind. I really like that, man. Whatever you're wearing, it's freaking awesome. This is a great fall winter fragrance, though I think you could wear it in the spring. Actually, you can wear whatever fragrance whenever the hell you want. It's your party. You can cry if you want to. But I highly recommend getting your nose on. Get yourself a little 10 ml of this. Sample it, try it. If you like patchouli fragrances, I know this will be right in your wheelhouse. So, number 2, Patchouli Noir. Coming in at number 1. The number 1 spot. And this has completely changed since my top 5. Because coming in at the number 1 spot, I think in my top 5 was Onyx. Well, Onyx gets bumped down, and Luna takes the number 1 spot. Oh my God, I love this fragrance. This is definitely a rose oud combo, but the rose in this is opulent. It has got a little bit of a spiciness to it. It's got a nice fruity, candied rose. It has some nice chocolatey nuances coming from the patchouli, and then you're gonna have this really nice oud, and it's a very, very natural, high quality oud. It's sweet, it's sultry, it's sexy. It has just enough filth to be bad boy-esque, but also just be so alluring. This is a fantastic fragrance. Long lasting, lasts me 12 plus hours. Freaking love this stuff. This will be a full bottle for me as soon as I run out of this one, but if you like oud rose and you want a high quality oud fragrance, though you'll need to save your money, definitely check out Luna. So coming in at number 1, Luna. So there it is. Those are my top 10. Those are my favorite Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances. Though I can't really, this was really hard. This was really hard for me because I have so many loves. I have such a passion for Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances because he makes incredible fragrances. He doesn't get enough love, but that's what I'm here for. Because he deserves it. He deserves it. He puts a lot of heart into his fragrances. He is living out his passion. He's doing what he loves. He's being the best he can be. He's not only doing it for himself, but he's doing it for us. Highly recommend Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances. Do yourself a flavor. Check out Maxaroma. Check out Aaron Terence Hughes' website, which all those will be linked in my description. They always are. I'm also going to leave a link if you have not started following Aaron's channel yet. Go over there, check him out. He is a plethora of knowledge. He's like an encyclopedia when it comes to fragrances. And I thoroughly enjoy watching every single one of his episodes. So I'll leave that linked in the description below as well. What are some of your favorite Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances? And if you haven't tried any Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances yet, which ones are you excited about trying? Let me know. Drop me a comment down below. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.